Am I killing my marriage by not having sex? I, 37F, and my husband, 40M, have been together for 10 years, married for almost 1, and have a 15-month-old. Our sex life was good at the start of the relationship. He has been my first and only, so I don't have a lot of room to compare, but it's been enjoyable. The last few years, 2020 to 2021, of me having an IUD did crazy things to my hormones, and mood swings were big. Sex life was mediocre. A few times a month, maybe? More if we were doing physical activity, but that was the height of COVID, so it was hard to be as active as we like. Anyhow, got the IUD out, November 2021, and suddenly felt very into sex again. It was like when our relationship was new. I got sexy outfits, we tried new positions, new places, you get it. We had decided that we'd be open to starting a family, but had no idea how long that would take, since I'd previously had a doctor tell me I had PCOS. Only took 3 months. I was scared to have sex at the beginning of my pregnancy, and it was uncomfortable at the end. Since then, it's been maybe half a dozen times in a little over a year. I don't initiate sex. I've always been kinda shy that way anyhow, lacking confidence. I have offered/given oral sex, but I haven't initiated past that. We have had penetrative sex, and it's felt okay, but I don't initiate that. TBH, penetrative sex had never looked to organ for me, even before pregnancy, but my husband is usually pretty good about making sure I finish other ways. Last night he got all cuddly and offered to give e-oral. There's got to be a better way to phrase that. Anyway, I really wasn't in the mood. I acknowledged that it had been a while, but I told him I just didn't feel like it. I told him that I'm happy to make him feel good, but that I just didn't feel sexual. He told me to think about if he said the same thing to me and how I'd feel. Honestly, it would suck. I just haven't felt sexy since gaining weight during pregnancy, and even more during maternity leave, and more now with the stress of work. I'm 6 feet 3 inches and approaching 250, so not completely a round ball, but pretty damn close. I had worked hard with a nutritionist and personal trainer to get from nearly the same size back to 180 to 190 for about a year and a half or so before getting pregnant. I was fit and looking the best I had in my life. I've always struggled with weight and body image, and dieting can easily lead to disordered eating for me. My biggest was 305 at 18 years old. Anorexia got that down to 140. While home on maternity leave, I ate whatever quick crappy food I could cobble together, and my nutrition had definitely taken a back burner with the stress of parenthood. Forget about time for working out. All of that to say, I told him that I really am not comfortable with how I look, and I just don't feel sexy, or like having sex. Honestly, I don't even have the urge to masturbate. It's like my sex day vanished. I still enjoy making him feel good, and giving him oral and such. But again, I know that's not all he wants. And not really what I want either. Not sure how to get over this? I've read plenty of posts about dead bed and relationships that struggle because one partner is a cold fish. What do I do? TL. DR, I have lost interest in sex and my partner wants me to think of it from his side. I'm worried that I'm killing our relationship. Embarrassed and feel worthless because I'm not an attractive girl and this hinders my dating. I'm in my early 20s and it seems like I am wasting my youth because I would never be able to experience what normally other girls experience. There's a lot to unpack, but basically, I wasn't blessed with great genes facially and body-wise, which basically labeled me as unattractive, and I've been told that. Also to confirm, I get the opposite of the pretty privilege, and on my lucky day, I'd be just invisible. This train of thought began from the age of 15 when I saw all my girlfriends getting dates, hit on, and etc. I did have a date, but I couldn't even keep a guy with S*X because even at it, I'm completely useless.
Girlfriend called me a downgrade. Hi, me and my girlfriend, both 24M and F, have been dating for about 8 months now. Today we were talking about some random topic pertaining to physical looks and attraction, and while laughing she said, "Well, you are a downgrade from my ex." I felt like I got sniped out of nowhere. Like I didn't even say anything that warranted that. She then said she meant it as a stupid joke and felt very, very guilty about it. This one comment has more or less triggered a destruction cycle in my brain. I've gone from being so self-confident to an insecure pest. And as my luck would have it, I was on her laptop trying to find a picture and stumbled upon a picture with her ex that she forgot to delete. This further shot my self-esteem, and right now I am struggling with retroactive jealousy in the most extreme conditions. She is very guilty of her actions and continues to apologize. I'm trying my level best to repair the damage, but like I cannot believe any of her compliments fully. They all seem like repair attempts, which further thickens the walls that I've put up to keep myself safe. I do not go out without a mask and just absolutely hate my face. My ex dumped me because she thought I was ugly, and then I worked on myself and lost weight, got jacked, and got with my current GF who said the same thing more or less, and that just now reinforced what was already said. How do I break out of this rut? How do I stop pushing her away in fear of being hurt again? Can I ever trust her compliments fully again, or is this a doomed situation? TLDR, girlfriend called me a downgrade from her ex and it has hit my self-esteem hard. How do I cope with the retroactive jealousy and distrust of compliments that have arisen?
1 month post blindsided breakup and it keeps getting worse. How is it getting worse? I had to leave work sick today because I was in a full-blown panic attack. I came home, crawled into bed, and cried myself to sleep. I've never been so heartbroken and I've been through an awful lot. I'm in my 40s. I've buried both parents, gone through a divorce, but this heartbreak is destroying me. It was the most beautiful relationship I've ever experienced. It felt healthy. He was supportive, devoted, consistent, communicative. We were fucking madly in love. Just bonkers for each other. He would tell me I bring him such peace. I felt the same. There was no warning. No change in his behavior or energy or communication. He was every bit as enthusiastic and loving up until the moment he blindsided me with a cold text message in the middle of my workday. It made no sense and it gutted me. Why would he run away from something so right? I have never felt so secure and safe. For the first time ever I knew I had found a healthy love and he wasn't going anywhere. How the hell do I move on? It's been 4 weeks and I am a zombie. He completely disappeared and we've not had any contact. I just don't know how I'm going to survive this and continue to show up in my life. I'm a single mother, have a career, have important obligations with nonprofits that I sit on the board for. I am so strong, yet here I am crying in bed on a Monday.
Potential touched me inappropriately and I'm devastated. Hi, everyone. I don't know what to do. It's pretty late RN, but this was bothering me so much. My family saw this Rishta through a Rishta auntie and we decided to meet them. He is a software engineer, earning 7 lakh a month, but he was doing 2 jobs. It was remote work. The family seemed nice. His father didn't talk at all. The mother was the one who talked the most. They said we should talk and get to know each other. We were in a separate room. He was staring at me and I felt super uncomfortable. Anyways, I tried to talk and ask questions to get to know him, but he gave me short answers to everything. I was sitting on a separate sofa and he was next to me on a separate sofa and there was a table in between. I got up to put the cup on the table and that's when he touched my butt. He dragged his hand all over and I felt so disgusted. I was so shocked. I didn't know what to do. I just walked out of the room and told my family I spoke to him. I haven't told anyone what he did. That guy's family is interested and wants to do an engagement. I feel so violated and I cried so much. I don't know what to do. My family is insisting that he is a good person, but I don't know. He touched me inappropriately. I don't know how to tell them about this. 3 nuns. These 3 nuns go to their priest and tell him that they each want to commit just 1 sin each. The priest agrees and tells them that after committing their sins, they must come back to him for forgiveness. The first nun comes back after sinning and the priest asks her what she had done. The nun says I had sex with the father, so the priest tells her she can drink some of the holy water and she would be forgiven. The second nun came back laughing hysterically and told the priest she got into a fist fight with the Mother Superior and fucked her up very badly. The priest also asked her to drink the holy water and her sin would be forgiven. The third nun returned to the priest laughing even harder than the second nun, and the priest asks her why is she laughing so much and what sin she had done. The nun tells the priest that she had pissed in the holy water.